we're going to do today, hi folks, welcome. Everybody, welcome. We're going to install Bitwise SSH client. Bitwise SSH client is an SSH client that allows you to save SSH profiles. And get over there, mini keyboard, mini stuff, big boom mic in my way, can't see anything. Download the installer from here. Bitwise, bitwise.com. Pretty straightforward. I'll leave the link in the video description. Kick that off to start it. It should start the install. Excuse me. We want to agree to the terms because it's required. Install for all users. You can change the installation folder there. This is the little browse button. I always create a desktop icon. You don't need to if you don't want to. Click the install button. Meow, 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 meow. Goes through an install. And then it should open Bitwise and we can set up our first profile. So if you can imagine having to maintain and check on, say, 100 servers, you're going to want something to keep track of all those servers. So what Bitwise lets you do is set up profiles for each server that you want to go to. So I've connected to one previously, so these are my kind of default settings that it picked up from my registry. This host here is a host that I've set up as a test server. So this is the IP address of the host. It's listening on a non-standard port because I have an SSH server running on the standard port. So for test purposes, we're using a different one. It also lets you change any kind of options here, whether or not to open a SFTP window, open a remote desktop. You can have it just execute a command. The terminal session options here, what protocol you want to use. We'll change it to a high color. We usually want UTF-8 unless you're specifically wanting some other kind of ANSI or ISO code for the text. Screen width, screen height, history height, this is how far back you can scroll for commands and screen and what happened there. Remote desktop options, SFTP options. But we're going to start with just the basic options. We have our host, our port, username, and we're going to log in. We get prompted for the password, so we'll put in the password. And we're connected. So here's our little SFTP window. Just move that off over to the side. And we're connected SSH to the server. We can run commands, check disk space, check processes running. And that's it. So from here, we definitely want to save this profile so that the next time we want to connect to this server, we don't have to input all this information. Let's close that out. We're going to save the profile. And we'll just call it test server. Whoa. And we've saved it. So from here, we can just log out, exit. Let's go find that profile. Saved it in our documents folder. So there we are. So we could have a list here of hundreds of servers. Find the one we want to connect to. Double click it. We get prompted here. Change any options we want specifically for this time to connect. We can log in. Put in our password. And we're connected. You can also save that password in the profile if you'd like to. We'll go ahead and do that just for showing example's sake. So the initial method we want to connect with is a password. And then we're going to put that password in here. We want to make sure to store the encrypted password in the profile so that the next time you log in, it'll be stored in there. Save the profile. And this pops up because we've now stored sensitive information. We have a username and password pair in there. So it wants to know who should be able to access this information. I'm the only one using this computer, and this is a test server, so I'm going to say any account on this computer. Say OK. Go ahead and log in. No prompt this time for a password. We just let straight in. Get back out of here. Log out here. And we can exit. So that's how to install Bitbuy SSH client. It's a very nice SSH client. And no, I'm not getting paid by them. I use it quite frequently, and I've used it for years, and I just think it's a great program. So if you have any questions or comments or want to let me know anything, feel free to leave them down below, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.